Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you all dropping in. And really quick, I would like to talk about the Chilling app, the awesome horror app that I'm partnered with. In case you haven't heard, every week I have new stories released over on Chilling. There are now over 1,000 stories on Chilling, with a bunch of other YouTube narrators and professionals to choose from. And on Chilling, you'll be able to do things you can never do on YouTube. Choose from over 1,000 individual stories that are sorted into curated playlists or create your own. And on Chilling, we give you so much flexibility to listen the way you want. This includes a Chilling game-changing feature, our ambient menu, which can change the background sounds of the story at any time to fit your mood. Go from rain to a campfire with the press of a button. It's totally revolutionary. You need to try it. There have been a number of awesome updates to Chilling, such as the ability to download stories for offline listening, and the new social feature. You can now discuss your favorite stories with other users and friends. And we are just getting started. Not only are we adding hours of new content every week, but original video content is also in the works. Chilling is evolving into a must-have for all horror lovers. Please look in the description to start your free trial over on the Chilling app, and check out my personal playlist there. This month, Chilling is also doing another PS5 bundle giveaway. Just leave a review on Google Play or the App Store letting us know what you think. Make sure to click the link in the description for more details on how you can win a PS5 bundle. And without any further ado, let's begin. And as always, this video may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. "29-year-old Christina Booth was suffering from postpartum depression. Her husband was Army Staff Sergeant Thomas Booth. Together they had 3 children, including twins, and their family was undergoing problems. Thomas never helped Christina with the children, and got so irritated when they cried that Christina often took them out so Thomas could have some peace. Their neighbors had noticed Thomas had changed after returning from his second tour in Afghanistan. Christina, who was cheery and outgoing, also stopped going out a lot. The neighbors started to see less of her too. That was right around the time she gave birth to the twins. One Sunday night, her babies were crying. Christina, who had just had 2 glasses of wine, tried to quiet them down, but they kept on crying. Christina reached her breaking point. What she did next was horrifying. She took a kitchen knife and slashed the necks of her children. Thomas came around to find the children bleeding and asked Christina to dial 911. Meanwhile, he tried to tend to the wounds himself.
911, what are you reporting?
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, this is 911.
Yes.
What's going on there?
Please help me.
What address are you at? Okay, what's going on there?
My babies won't calm down. I breastfed them. I formally fed them.
And what are they doing? And what are they doing?
They're not calming down.
What do you mean calming down?
They're not calming down.
Are they repeatedly crying?
Yes.
So they are conscious?
Yes.
Okay, and do you think they need medical attention?
Yes, I don't know what they want.
Okay. How many children do you have?
4.
Okay, and are they all 4 not calming down?
Yes.
Okay, what's going on there?
Yes, we need an ambulance immediately for 2 babies.
Okay, what's going on there? Okay, and what's going on with the babies?
They're bleeding right now. We need an ambulance immediately.
Where are they bleeding from?
The neck. We need an ambulance.
My partner is talking to them. Why are they bleeding? What happened to them?
I'm not sure. Send the ambulance immediately.
Okay.
Please.
I don't want them to die. Don't say anything when they say, okay, baby? Don't say anything, okay?
Oh my God, something is so wrong there.
The authorities arrived and rushed all the children to the hospital to undergo surgery. Thankfully, they all survived and were put in the custody of Child Protective Services. The authorities questioned both Thomas and Christina before letting Thomas go and charging Christina with attempted murder. While the police interrogated her, Christina cried and complained about how Thomas would never help her out. She even puked and muttered several times that they will be quiet now. During a court hearing, Christina described that night as the worst of her life. She also spoke about suffering from PTSD due to her troubled past. Christina's adoptive mother was in court, and she detailed the traumatic experiences Christina went through early on in her life when she was just 4. She had seen her mother get sexually assaulted and murdered, and she was sexually abused as well. Due to Christina's past, the court reduced her sentence to 14.5 years, while Thomas got full custody of their children. Rebecca Kinner had a dark past. When she was just 13, she was the victim of a violent sexual assault. The trauma from that experience stuck with her throughout her life. Also, her mother neglected her for much of her life. After graduating high school, she worked as a cashier at a fast food restaurant for over 2 years. After that, she took up a job working as a gas station cashier. She started seeing 26-year-old Bradley Young after leaving her ex, with whom she had a child. At the time, she was 22, and her 2-year-old baby was called Kinsley. Rebecca and Kinsley moved in with Bradley, and that's when things started to fall apart. According to Rebecca, there were times when she questioned Bradley's character. For example, Bradley once came up from behind Rebecca during a party at their home. He then put a knife to her stomach and joked about stabbing her. Bradley also wouldn't let her go out in the car. He started to become more controlling and violent. Eventually, he started to discipline Kinsley too. Although Rebecca protested against his harsh treatment, Bradley insisted that he was teaching her respect. But his violent tendencies only increased. Rebecca felt like she had nowhere to go, so she remained with Bradley. The violence got worse and culminated in a heartbreaking tragedy. One night, Kinsley was screaming and crying because of nightmares. Bradley took her to the living room to watch cartoons. Rebecca joined them but returned to bed once Kinsley went back to sleep. She woke up a little later and saw Bradley holding Kinsley, who was barely responsive. Rebecca immediately dialed 911.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
My daughter, she's coming in and out of consciousness, and she's not breathing right now. And she's all.
What address are you at?
What's the address? 3457.
Okay, you're in Madison Township?
Yes.
What's your name?
Rebecca Kinner.
Okay, let's try to keep it together. Do you need to get next to her for me, or are you next to her right now?
I'm next to her right now.
Okay. Tell me exactly what happened. Did you find her like this, or?
Yes, she went to bed, and she woke up screaming on the top of her lungs twice, and now we can't get her to wake up.
Okay, how old is she?
She's 2.
She's 2?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so is she conscious right now, or she actually?
No, she's actually unconscious right now.
Okay. Is she breathing?
On and off.
Okay.
Barely.
Okay. Okay, listen to me. So she's not breathing normally, correct?
No, she's not.
Okay, tell him the life squad's on the way, but I want to help you guys do CPR. Do you know how to do CPR?
Yes, we know how to do CPR.
Listen, where do you have her at? Is she laying on the ground?
Right now we have her on the kitchen table.
Okay, I want you to go next to her for me, okay?
Okay.
I want her laying on her back flat. Does she have like a sleeper on or something? A nightgown?
She has on sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt.
Okay. Hey, listen, you need to keep it together so we can take care of your baby, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, listen to me. I want you to check her mouth and see if there's any food or vomit in there, okay?
There's not.
Okay, you already checked?
Yeah.
Okay. Place your hand on her forehead and your other hand under her neck and lift her chin up, okay? Tilt her chin. Have you guys already done?
He's doing that now. Her heart's beating, but it's beating really fast. And she's just not breathing, and her eyes and they're open.
Okay, listen, we need to keep the CPR. If she's not breathing, we have to do CPR for her, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I want somebody to put their ear next to her mouth, and I want to see if there's any breathing, if you can feel or hear any breathing.
She's not right now. He's trying.
Okay, tell him I want him to listen to what I'm saying, okay? I want everything I say, I want you to tell him, okay? Tell him to put his mouth next to her ear and see if he can feel or hear her breathing.
No. She's taking breaths every 10, 15 seconds. Take a big, deep breath.
Okay, so she's breathing just a little, correct?
Yeah, barely. I mean, she's not turning purple or nothing yet, but I can close her eyes and she'll open her right back up. But she's completely unresponsive.
Okay, because of her ineffective breathing, we need to give her some mouth-to-mouth, okay?
Okay.
Okay, listen to exactly what I'm telling you to do because I know you're nervous. We're going to walk through this together, okay? Tilt her head back, pinch her nose, cover her mouth with your mouth, and give her 2 breaths, 1 second each to make sure that her chest rises with every breath, okay?
I did.
Okay, did you feel the air go in and out?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm just trying to listen to what you're telling me to do. I'm freaking out.
Okay, you just stay with me, okay? Listen, you need to do chest compressions. Can you put her on the ground?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, put her on the ground.
Okay, she's on the ground.
Okay, place the heel of your hand between her chest bone, right between her nipples.
All right.
Okay, we're going to push down just 2 inches because of her age, and I want you to do this 30 times and fast, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and do you understand me so far?
Yes.
Okay, keep going, okay? And I want you to count out loud, okay?
9, 10, 11, 12, 36, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Okay, with your other hand, pinch her nose, tilt her head back, and give her 2 more breaths. Make sure her chest rises and falls, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's go back to chest compressions. Count to 30 again.
1, 2, 3, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Okay, 2 more breaths, tilt her head back, pinch her nose. We're going to keep doing this. You're doing great. Keep going, okay? Give her 30 chest compressions.
1, 2, 3, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Tilt her head back, pinch her nose. Okay, don't give up. We're going to keep doing this until the paramedics get there. It should be shortly.
4, 5, they're going out. 7, 8, 9, 10.
You're in Madison Township, right?
They're here right now, ma'am.
They're there. Let them take over, but don't stop until they take over. I want you to keep going until they actually take over chest compressions, okay?
The officer's here.
Okay, let him take over, okay?
Yeah, she's being responsive. She ain't breathing on her own yet.
The authorities arrived to find Kinsley unconscious. She could not even breathe as the police rushed her to the hospital for treatment. Less than 2 days later, Kinsley passed away at a medical center. The police charged Bradley with murder, while Rebecca, who the police believed did not do enough to save her daughter, was charged with involuntary manslaughter. Rebecca pleaded guilty to her charge in March 2016. The court sentenced her to 15 years in prison. In 2019, a string of cases of the cooking spray, PAM, exploding led to 8 victims suing the company that produces it, Conagra Brands. One of the plaintiffs, Waitisha Taylor, went to Walmart to get the cooking spray. She had family over that day that were just coming over after getting together for a funeral of a family friend. Back at home, she sprayed the dish with PAM and later placed her food in the oven to cook. But as she was closing the door, she heard a noise. The canister was spraying its contents through vents in the PAM cans. These contents burst into flames and engulfed Waitisha. A family friend who was present called 911 for help.
Stop. I let me see you. Hello?
The address.
Okay, hold on right quick. Let me get outside. I need a fire department. I need an ambulance. The stone's exploding in front of it. It's 4518 Borland.
4518 Borland. Is there an apartment number?
My man's house, 4518 Borland.
What's going on?
She was cooking and something exploded. And she's got burn all over her arms and her face.
Okay, let me get you to the ambulance. Hang up.
Come here, baby. Come here. Y'all got AM? I know, baby. They're on their way. I'm not going to touch you. Stop. Let me look.
Oh, my.
Hello?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm here. Skin is good. Hello, can you hear me? Ma'am,
Yes,
can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm here. I'm skin is pulling off her arm in her face right now. Okay? Cut that low.
Okay, where are you at?
She's at 2815 Borland. They're on their way.
Sir, can you verify the address? Because you told me 4518 Borland.
4518 Borland. She can't get in there, Lawrence. Because if she sit down on something, something exploded on the stove while she was cooking. All I know is there was a big fireball that went up in the sky, and she comes out running, said, I'm burning, laying on the floor. By the time she gets up, her skin is peeling off of her arm and her face.
Okay, just in case we're disconnected, what's a good phone number to reach you back at?
I'm Bishop Williams. I'm down here visiting. We're on the corner of Utilis and Borland. We're not too far from the fire department.
All right.
It's showing 1900 Utilis and Borland. Yes, ma'am.
How old is she? Do you know?
21, possibly 22.
Sadly, Waitisha got severely injured after the explosion. She spent over 14 days in a medically induced coma after that. One of her contact lenses also got burnt and melted, leaving her blind in her right eye. Worse still, she sustained lung damage from the tragedy. Waitisha wound up losing her job at a hotel where she worked as an overnight manager and auditor because she no longer looked fit for the job anymore. Her 5-year-old also saw the entire scene unfold, which is quite traumatic for a young child. The other plaintiffs in the case also went through their own terrifying ordeals. One victim, who was working in the kitchen, was fully engulfed in flames after the spray can exploded. That incident was caught on camera, and the video was used in the trial. Once again, I appreciate you taking the time to check out my channel. It really means a lot to me to see how far we've come with the series, and that's only because of you guys actually watching it. Otherwise, I still wouldn't be doing it. So much love to you all. I hope you're all staying safe out there, and I will catch you in the next video. And just remember, it's always scarier if it's true. Bad boy.